Much like active listening, reflective listening is a critical call handling skill that can improve your communication and relationships with your customers. It's a skill that can take you from good to great in your contact center career or in any business role. But what is reflective listening, and how do you use it in a conversation? This is your contact center coach here to explain what reflective listening is and give you 6 techniques for using the skill in any conversation.
This video is brought to you by Benchmark Portal and is a sample of over 30 micro-learning videos you will receive as a subscriber to the Learning Channel Plus, designed by our experts specifically for improving contact center agent skills. As a subscriber, you and your colleagues will receive unlimited access to the videos and instructional materials for only one low annual fee. We have a great offer right now that we'd like to share with you. Contact us as shown here or link to our website above or see the comments below.
You've likely heard of active listening, and if you've not, I encourage you to listen to one of my earlier videos that explains active listening in greater detail. You can find a link to these videos above or in the comments below. Active listening is about signaling to the other person that you're listening by giving them feedback, by asking questions, and by making statements that acknowledge that you're listening and trying to correctly understand what the other person is communicating. Reflective listening is a specific type of active listening that's meant to help the speaker feel heard and understood. What makes it reflective is the listener makes short statements, either general or specific, that reflect back what the speaker has just said. It involves paying close attention to what the other person is saying and then responding with statements that show you understand their thoughts and feelings. Reflective listening can help you build rapport, empathy, and trust with the other person, as well as helping to avoid misunderstandings by clarifying the meaning and intention behind the other person's words. Now, let's look at 6 techniques you can use to maximize your listening skills. In order to listen, you have to pause. If you ask an open-ended question, follow it with silence. And silence can feel a bit awkward because there's pressure to fill that silence with something. But remain calm and use patience not to fill those gaps. Ask questions, then let the caller have time to think and respond. Minimal encouragers are little things that we say in a conversation that reassures the other person that we're paying attention. Those may be comments like, yes, or okay. These minimal encouragers fill a bit of silence to let the other person know you're paying attention while encouraging them to continue. But do moderate the use of these minimal encouragers because if you overuse them, it can be annoying. Mirroring is taking the last few words a person said and repeating them back. Imagine you're talking with a customer about an exchange at a store that went wrong, and the caller says, "So the worst part of this is that I had to drive 40 miles to exchange it." So you can mirror what that person just said by saying, "Wow, 40 miles?" Just repeat the last couple words they said and then go on with the conversation. It lets the caller know that you're listening and paying attention. It's a way of verbalizing empathy. Labeling is simply naming people's feelings. You use clues in the conversation to figure out what they're feeling, and then you just say it. For example, "I understand you're feeling anxious about this," or "You seem like you're so excited." It lets the caller know you're paying attention and you're tuned into their feelings. Now, you might get it wrong, but that doesn't matter because it still signals that you're trying to tune in, even if you got it wrong, and that still gives them the opportunity to correct you. Paraphrasing is related to mirroring. It's repeating back what the other person said, but in your own words. So using the caller who had to drive 40 miles back to the store, you would say, "So you had to drive that far to fix a mistake that the clerk made? That's really inconvenient." You just summarized what the caller said, but in your own words. This shows you're listening and creates an opportunity for you to make empathy statements. Summarizing combines paraphrasing and mirroring by summarizing in your own words the main point of what the caller is saying to let them know you've been listening and that you understand. But you also want to get them to acknowledge that you've got it right. So using that caller who had to drive back for an exchange, you might say, So let me see if I have this correct. You had to drive 40 miles back to the store to exchange a purchase because the clerk placed the wrong item in your bag. Is that correct? That's a powerful way to confirm your understanding and move your call to a proper conclusion. And if it was not correct, it allows the caller to correct your understanding so the call can be resolved satisfactorily. If you like this video, you might also like this one about mirroring callers, or this other one from Benchmark Portal. Just click or tap on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with others. This is your contact center coach saying, game over. Now, go out there and be great.